It had been almost 20 years since Ethan Cole last saw her. The girl who used to chase fireflies with him in the summers, who bandaged his scraped knees, and who laughed like the world couldn't break her. Her name was Lily Hart. And though time had changed almost everything about Ethan, from his old sneakers to a tailored Armani suit, from the orphanage walls to penthouse ceilings, her name still brought warmth to his heart. An evening, as he scrolled through a charity's list of sponsors, he froze. There it was, Lily Hart, her name written in neat black letters, next to a donation that seemed impossible for someone of modest means. A wave of nostalgia hit him, mixed with curiosity. Could it be her? Within days, Ethan tracked her down, not as a billionaire flaunting his power, but as an old friend longing to reconnect. He sent a simple message: dinner at my place, 7 p.m. Let's talk like old times. When the evening came, Ethan made sure everything was perfect. Soft piano music, their favorite childhood dish on the menu, and a bouquet of white daisies, her favorite flowers. The doorbell rang. And there she was. The same eyes, the same gentle smile, but something behind them had changed. Her once bright face carried shadows of sleepless nights and silent pain. "Ethan," she breathed, her voice trembling slightly. "It's been a long time." He smiled warmly. "Too long, Lily. You look just the same." They talked for hours about childhood, about lost dreams, about how life had pulled them in different directions. Ethan couldn't help but notice how she avoided certain questions about her work, her life, or why she'd disappeared years ago without a word. Finally, as dessert was served, he gently asked, "Lily, why did you leave? You just vanished." "I looked everywhere for you." She looked down, her fingers trembling on the spoon. "Ethan, I didn't want you to find me." The words hit him like a slap. "What do you mean?" Tears welled in her eyes. "Because you were meant for more. You had a chance to change your life. And I didn't want to hold you back." Ethan frowned. "Hold me back? You were my life back then. You were the only person who believed in me when no one else did." She shook her head, her tears now spilling freely. "You don't understand. I wasn't who you thought I was." She reached into her purse and pulled out an old, crumpled photograph. It was the two of them as children standing in front of the orphanage gates. But this time, Ethan noticed something strange. Behind them, a woman stood. The matron of the orphanage, and in her arms was a baby. "That baby," Lily whispered, "was my daughter." Ethan's heart stopped. "Your daughter?" "I was 16, she continued, her voice breaking. "I made mistakes. I was scared. The father left, and I had no one. I hid it from everyone, even you. I thought if I told you, you'd look at me differently. And I couldn't bear to lose you too." Ethan sat in silence, the weight of her words pressing down like a storm. He remembered all those days she disappeared suddenly, the times she avoided him without reason, the sadness in her eyes even when she smiled. It all made sense now. "Lily," he said softly, reaching across the table, "you don't have to hide anymore." She shook her head. "It's too late. My daughter, she's sick. The doctors said the treatment costs more than I can afford. I've been working 3 jobs just to keep her stable, so I donated to that charity. They helped me once. I wanted to give something back." Ethan felt his throat tighten. The girl who once shared her last piece of bread with him was now the one quietly fighting a battle alone. Without saying a word, he stood up, went to his study, and returned with a folder. He placed it in front of her. Inside were medical papers, hospital approvals, and a signed check, enough to cover everything her daughter would ever need. Lily gasped. "Ethan." "No, I can't." "Yes, you can," he interrupted gently. "Because once upon a time, you saved me. Remember when I was ready to give up and you told me, 'Don't let your past decide your future'? Well, now it's my turn to say that to you." Her sobs broke the silence as she stood up and hugged him tightly. "You have no idea what this means to me," Ethan smiled, holding her close. "You don't owe me anything, Lily. You gave me hope when I had none. This is just me, returning what you gave, love." Months passed. With Ethan's help, Lily's daughter received treatment and recovered. Ethan often visited, becoming like an uncle to the little girl who called him Mr. Ethan. But something deeper bloomed between him and Lily, not the childish affection they once shared, but a mature, quiet love built on forgiveness, sacrifice, and time. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Lily looked at him with tears in her eyes. I hid so much from you for years, Ethan, and yet you never stopped seeing the best in me. He smiled, brushing her hair back. That's because I never saw the lies. Lily, I only saw the truth behind them, your heart. And for the first time in years, she felt free. Because sometimes the most beautiful truth is the one that finally sets you free from the pain of the past and brings you back to the person who never stopped believing in you. Moral? No matter how many years pass or how deep the secrets go, real friendship and real love always finds its way back. Because sometimes the people we tried hardest to protect end up being the ones who were meant to save us.